and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Chelsea, and if you're new around here, we like to do beauty related content on this channel. If that's something that you like, then please hit subscribe, and if you're already subscribed, then please click on the little bell and you'll be notified of every time that I upload each week. So if you don't know by today's title, we're going to do a pretty much, not quite a full face, but we've got quite a lot of Kimchi Chic beauty products to try. So we have got a palette, a concealer, a puff powder, a highlighter, a bronzer, and a setting spray to try today. So if you want to see and hear my thoughts on all of these products and see the look that I create, then please stay tuned. So excuse the bare face today, obviously, because we've got quite a few products to try. There's no point in me putting on my makeup yet. The only thing that I've done is my brows. Look a bit scary at the moment, but when my makeup's all done, look a bit better. I still need to do them, but I just can't be asked. So yeah, like I said, we've got quite a few products to try today. I brought as much as I could afford, really, but I really wanted to try this brand. This brand is sold on Beauty Bay in the UK. I know it is a US brand. The only thing that I didn't pick up that I did want to get was a bronzer, because I'd already brought a bronzer recently, which was quite expensive. So yeah, I did miss out on the bronzer, but I'm sure all these other products will make up for it. So the products that I got was the palette. So this is in collaboration with Naomi Smalls. So it's 2 queens and 1 dessert, Mad Maxine Suit Yourself palette. So I picked that up. I got the Puff Pass Set and Bake Powder in Banana. I picked up the Most Concealer, which is in the shade Peachy Ivory, which I think is going to be too light for me, but I'm just going to use it to brighten up the under eye. Then I picked up 2 of the face compacts, which I'm dying to try. I got one of the Taylor blushes in the shade Vacation, the Taylor Get Glow in the shade Hollywood Glow, and then I have already got the matte setting spray, which I've used so much, like it's nearly run out, but I saved like the last bit for this video. I haven't used it for a while because it's running out, but I'm glad that I've actually got some left. So this is the only thing that I've ever tried from Kimchi. Everything else is going to be brand new, so it is pretty much a testing a brand video. And yeah, let's just get into it, I suppose. So if you don't know who Kimchi is, and I didn't until I saw the brand on Beauty Bay. So Kimchi is a drag queen. I think she was on RuPaul's Drag Race. I haven't watched it. I need to watch it. And I believe Naomi Smalls was on there as well. I'm not too sure. Yeah, they're both absolute queens by the looks of it. I've been following Kimchi on Instagram, and literally the products just look amazing. So drawn to this makeup, and yeah, I can't wait to just play around with it. And obviously everything's going to be hopefully good, especially like the powder and the Most Concealer. If it's used by drag queens, it's going to be amazing, because obviously, you know, full coverage, full beat, everything. So I'm going to show you close-ups of everything, don't you worry. Here is the palette first. So this is cruelty-free, oh bloody hell, it's loads of stuff. Cruelty-free, phthalates-free, paraben-free, vegan, PEGs-free, sulfate-free, synthetic fragrance-free. And also this brand is a proud partner of the Trevor Project. We're committed to donating 2% of our sale prices to the Trevor Project charity, which I think is amazing as well. It's so nice to see a brand actually giving back to certain charities, especially when a charity means a lot to them. So yeah, so let's get into the box. And I like the fact that when you open up all of the packaging, there it says "Hi darling." So the palette is exactly the same as the outer carton in terms of packaging. And then open it up, you haven't got a mirror, but I'm not really that fussed about it because I always use like my handheld mirror anyway. But yeah, so you've just got a really beautiful photo of both Naomi Smalls and Kimchi. So then you've got these 2 rows here are Kimchi's shade selection, and then these 2 rows are Naomi's selection. So I think I'm gonna have to do one eye as Kimchi and one eye as Naomi Smalls. It makes sense, really. There's literally so much that you can create, and I like the fact that you've got a black in there as well, which will help to deepen up the outer edge, which is what I love to do. So that is the palette. So I'm just going to swatch this palette for you, and then we'll talk about the other products before we get into the line. So this is the palette all swatched. It's used the messy swatches, but this section here is Kimchi's, and then this section here is Naomi's. That shimmer shade, oh my god, that was one swipe. Just look how pigmented that is. That is beautiful. These shades were so pigmented, they swatched absolutely fine. These were all just pretty much one swipes, except for the lights, I think, of like that shade and like that shade and that shade. Other than that, they're all one swipes. Amazing so far, really impressed. So as always, I'm just going to go in with the P. Louise Base Shade 2. Let me just zoom you in a little bit. So I'm just going to pop a bit on the back of my hand, and then just with a old P. Louise brush, I believe this is one of the first brushes she came out with, I'm just going to plonk that over my eye and then tap it in. Okay, so we are all primed and a blank canvas. Okay, so I think I'm going to go in with Mad Maxine, so this shade here. We'll start with Naomi's side. A bit of kickback in the pan, and I'm just going to plonk that in my usual space on the outer edge. Oh, that's nice colour payoff already. This seems like it's quite a khaki brown. We'll go into Mixed, which is this shade here. I'm actually going to use that on a Morphe M562 brush and just blend this shade out a bit. And then with that P. Louise fluffy brush, no extra product on, I'm just going to blend it out a bit more. So far so good, but I have got a little, just a tiny bit of patch here. For some reason the eyeshadow just isn't sticking to it, and I can't for the life of me think why. Put a base down, it's just not sticking to it for some reason. And then I'm just going to take a bit of the Savannah, so that really light neutral shade there, on my P. Louise fluffy brush. Okay, so that's all blended nicely. So I think I want to go in with the green, or do I want to go in with the bronze? Obviously the bronze will go with it a bit more, but feeling like I want to go in with the green all over my lid. So yeah, I'm just going to go in with the Gecko shade, so that really beautiful forest green. Absolutely love the shade. This is what drew me to the palette. And I'm just going to pop that. Oh my god, look at that. Didn't spray it, didn't put a fresh base down on my lid. Oh my actual god, sorry I'm swearing at you, but that is heaven. Just using my finger to just blot around the edges, just to blend it into the browns. Oh my actual god, that is stunning. That is beautiful. Wow, that just worked into the other shades absolutely fine. Okay, so I am going to go in with a small Morphe M152 brush, and I am going to dip into the black, so Suit Yourself, and just very, very lightly tap it on the edge here. We'll clean that up afterwards. Let's just go in with the other eye. So let me just make sure the base is still tacky. So for the other eye, what are we going to do with the other eye? I'm feeling like I want to play with the blues, the pink. So I'm just going to take a Morphe M456 brush, and I'm going to go in with the dark 6 PM sky, so the darkest blue in the palette, and just the same sort of shape as before. So I'm just going to pop this on the outer V. That is nice. And I'm just going to really softly try and blend out the edges a bit more, ready for our next shade. I'm just going to take a Mitchell ME1 brush, and I'm just going to go into the next blue, so this shade here, which is called Oasis, and just lightly dust that around the edge. And then I'm just going to take a Morphe M453 brush, so a fluffier brush, and then I'm just going to go in with I'm Not Yoking Bitch, which is that bright yellow there. And I'm just going to re-intensify the colours, because obviously we lost the blue a bit because it's turned to green. So I'm just going to go back into Oasis. Just put that through here. And then back into 6 PM sky. And now we're all blended on this side, so then I'm going to dip my finger into the Pantene shade, so that's really Malibu blue. Beautiful. And I'm just going to pop this here. Oh, unreal. I actually got it there. Let me just remove that. Unreal. How beautiful are these shimmers? I don't want to keep going with it, but I kind of want to put the yellow shimmer there. So I'm just going to dip my finger into Cactus, which is that first yellow shimmer. Oh god, look at that. Love that. Oh, I love this eye. Yep, unreal. So what I am going to do as well is dip back into the black, just darken up this outer corner ever so slightly. I'm just going to tap it on. And I'm just going to take a large fluffy brush, just a clean one, and I'm just going to sweep it all around here. Right, that's both eyeshadows done. I actually really love this eye. This eye is speaking to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish off the eyes, just put on my lashes, mascara, my foundation, and my normal concealer, and then we'll go into the most concealer. Right, we're looking very crazy right now, but again, I've got my Tatti Lashes TL Mitchell on because I love a full lash. My face, I've got so far the Revolution Glass Skin Primer. I know I didn't like it before because it is literally putting on oil. I loved the way that my makeup looked in my last video, basically a couple of hours ago. And also the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation in the shade 3 Neutral. So I've got that on my skin already. And then I did pop a bit of the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer on because it's more my skin tone. And also I've tried for the first time the Primark Bronze Whip Velvet Finish Cream Bronzer. I just don't know. There was only one shade and this is very orange. And I don't know if you can even tell that I've got it on because it did blend out quite sheer. So yeah, I'm not too sure about that cream bronzer. I definitely got better, but it is only like, what, £4? So now I'm going to use a bit of the Most Concealer. So this is in the shade Peach Ivory. As you can see, it's very light, which is why I didn't want to conceal my whole face with it. But I'll just use it on my inner corner under eye. And it's got that brush tip applicator, which I think is, oh my Jesus. Okay, I think it's come out. Yeah, it's very light, but I can just highlight the points on my face that I want to brighten. So let's see what this is like. That's blended out really nicely. I think I just need to get a few more shades, but I actually really like that. It's got really nice colour coverage. It blended seamlessly into the rest of my makeup. Yeah, and it's given like a nice brightening effect to my makeup. So yeah, okay, yeah, I like that. So next we're going to go in with the Kimchi powder. So this is the Puff Puff Pass powder and I've got the shade Banana. What I loved about this product was, I'll show you a close-up shot, but it came wrapped in like this kimchi wrapping paper. How beautiful, and the little sticker on it was like a little donut with that says kimchi in it that's got a bite out of. I love this. I think that is such a cute idea, so definitely going to keep that paper. Really nice component. You get 24 grams of products, so quite a lot, and it says set your makeup with this gorgeous fine powder to ensure all day slayage even when you cry. Hopefully there won't be any crying today. And then open it up, you've got the softest ever puff. Oh my god, it literally feels like a cloud. So I've just got a bit in my lid, but that's the shade for reference. So it looks quite pale, but it looks slightly yellowy, so I think that'd be fine. I'm just going to use the puff and then just set under my eyes. Apparently this powder is very good, so I've got high hopes for it. Whilst that's slightly baking, I'm just going to quickly bronze my face, so I'll be right back. Okay, now we're just going to dust off the powder. Okay, so we are looking very matte, but my face is looking flawless. Oh my actual god, yeah, loving my face at the moment, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so now we can go into the blush. So I'm so excited to use this. So yeah, this is the Taylor Blush Vacation, and I'm just gonna mix a bit of both sides, but I'll probably go more into the lighter side, so it's more for my complexion. I suppose when I'm quite tanned, then I can use the darker side. And I'm just taking this on a Real Techniques blush brush, and I'm just gonna tap on the high points of my cheeks and my apples of my cheeks. That's a really nice blush shade. A little bit on my nose and a little bit on my forehead. I look very blushed in the camera, but in person it's not really that scary. And when I've done my under eye, then everything will look a bit better. Just trust the process. And I think I'm going to do the under eye now before we do highlight. So I'm just going to go back into the palette, and for this eye we're going to go into the khaki brown shade, so the Mad Maxine. I'm just going to run this along my lower lash line, and then I'm also going to take a bit of the black And then I'm going to go into Spiked, so like a greeny, light green shade, and I'm just going to buff that underneath. So that's one eye done. And then for this eye, I'm just going to go in with the dark blue, so 6 PM Sky. And then a bit of Oasis. Then again with the black, just a wincy bit, just on the outer lower lash line, very tight to the lash line. And then I'm just going to take a bit of the shimmery blue. Just on a pencil brush, I'm going to take a bit of the shimmery yellow. And then I'm also going to blend it out with a yellow as well. So I'm going to go into the bright yellow and just run that underneath. And then I'm just going to pop a bit of the P. Louise paint in, what is this? Paint and Life You? Must be the money. And I'm just going to pop this into my waterline because it's a really nice, slightly khaki green. So I'm just going to take that on a little liner brush. Okay, so that's the eyes now done. So let's go into the highlighter. So we've got the Hollywood Glow, which I thought was perfect for my skin tone. So I'm probably just going to mix the two together. So where's my highlighter? So I'm just going to take my blank canvas brush and let's do one shade on this side, one shade on that side. So we're going to go in with this shade first, so the golden shade. Oh, that's beautiful. That's really nice. It looks wet looking. Okay, let me just wipe my brush and I'm going to go in with the other shade on this side. Oh, Jesus. That's got like a pink shift to it, I think. Like an icy pink. And then I'll mix them both together for my nose. My Cupid's bow. I think I might actually get a bit of a pencil brush and I'm just going to go in with the golden shade and just pop it on my inner corner here and here. I'm also going to pop that under my brow. So I'm just going to finish off by doing some lips. I didn't get any lip products, unfortunately, but yeah, I'm just going to finish off my lips and then we'll be right back and to hear my final thoughts and the final look. And then we're going to finish off with the matte setting spray. So, oh, don't like that spray of this. There we go. That first spritz nearly drowned me. What do you think? Let me know down below, what side do you think is better? Do you prefer this side, very fine and dory, Tropicana, you know? Or do you prefer this side, very sultry, glam, wearable colour? I absolutely loved both of these looks. My favourite must be this eye, I think, because I just loved that yellow going into the blue. But then I love this forest green. I don't know. I just love it all. So my thoughts on the Kimchi brand. Palette, amazing, absolutely amazing. The only issue I had was this first shade here. There was just a patch that wasn't going right, but then after a while it was absolutely fine. Everything else blended absolutely beautifully. The shadows are so pigmented. The black is perfect black. It's not too pigmented, but it's definitely buildable and it's definitely there. So it's so easy to work with, which I absolutely love. And I always rate a good black as well. So you know a palette's good if it's got a good black. Love the shade selection. I just can't fault it. I absolutely love this palette. I think the one shade it's missing is probably a white or even a shimmery white or something like that. Just like an inner corner pot. That's just my personal preference, but I've definitely got that shade in my collection anyway. Or I can just use one of the highlighters. Either or, it doesn't really matter. Other than that, absolutely love this palette. Definitely would recommend to you. All the other products I just think are amazing. So the powder, like my skin at the moment is actually popping off. I can't even cope. So yeah, powder, beautiful. It applied really nicely, blended out really fine. I'm not even creasing under my eyes. Like I'm not even creasing. And that is amazing because my under eyes usually crease instantly, but they look so good. They look so flawless. Love that. This concealer, blended out beautifully again. Really nice shade for brightening up, but I do want to get another shade that's more closer to my skin tone, so then it's perfect for like everyday use and things like that. But if I'm going for a full coverage beat, then I will use this to just brighten up my under eye. But I think it, to be honest, it actually blended out alright. So I might try it on its own without using the infallible concealer and just see what the colour's saying. But it doesn't look that like noticeable, do you know what I mean? It looks fine. So yeah, love those products. The two compacts, love the compacts. The blush is just blended seamlessly into my bronzer, and the highlighter shades are popping as well. But as you can see, just look at that, it just looks wet. There's no like cast or anything like that. It's just a simple turn on my head and bam, you've got a gleaming highlight. I still love a blinding highlight. I know some people aren't really like it at the moment, but I love a blinding highlight. Obviously the blush just works beautifully together. Yeah, all in all. And then we've got the spray. I've had this for ages. This is the one product that I have tried from them that I've been using consistently for a while. The spritz could be a bit more finer. That's the only thing that I say about this, but it is actually a really good setting spray. Yeah, I'm actually so pleased with all these products. I'm so glad that I bought them all. I can't wait to try it more. So yeah, that's the end of my review. Let me know if you want to see another look using this palette, because I can think of a few more looks to go. I definitely want to play around with the pinks because they look beautiful. So let me know down below as well if you've tried Kimchi brand and what you think of it. And yeah, that is it from me. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully it wasn't too long for you as well. Let me know down below what you think. Give this a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit subscribe as well. And hopefully I shall see you in the next video. Bye!